right, we're on Parah, Perek Yud Aleph, Mishnah Tet. 9th Mishnah, the 11th chapter of Masechet Parah. Says the Mishnah, mitzvat ezov, the mitzvah of taking the ezov. This is the zatar plant, the hyssop zatar plant. So the Mishnah says, shlosha klachim, 3 stalks, ubehem shlosha givolim, and each stalk has to have a givol. A givol is a bud. I looked up the word kelach. It's a stalk, and the translators say a givol is a bud in the stalk. So let's look at the picture again. You have to have 3 stalks, and each stalk has to have like a bud. Each one per one. Shlosha klachim b'hem shlosha givolim. Givol echad b'klach echad. A stalk with a bud at the end. Okay, and we learn. He says shlosha klachim debaina. These 3 stalks yafinan lekicha mi agudat ezov mi pesach mitzrayim. You learn it from you shall take here and take there. In Pesach Mitzrayim, they took an agudat ezov, a bundle of ezov, and then they sprinkled the doorpost. So malahalan shlosha, right there, it's 3. Here is also 3. So that's the Tanakama. Like basically, it's a bundle of 3 of those stalks. Rabbi Yehuda says shel shlosha. Each one has to be of 3. So I guess it has to be 9 total. Okay, Rabbi Yehuda says, the Kahati says, every klach has to be 3 buds. So I guess you'd have to have 1, 2, 3. I mean, you don't have to have 1 bud. You'd have to have 3 buds. So it's not 9. It's 1, 2. So you'd have to have 3 of 9 buds. I guess that's my understanding. If you have a different understanding, let me know. Ezov sheshbo shlosha klachim. Let's say you have an ezov that itself has 3 stalks. Then mipasgo v'ogdo. Mipasgo, you separate it and then you tie it together. So if you have like a branch that has, a bunch of branches. You pull off a branch from the bottom. You have 3 stalks. You pull it apart then you tie it together. Pisco velo agdo. If you pulled it apart and didn't tie it together, or agdo velo pisco, you tie it together or you didn't separate it, or lo pisco velo agdo, you didn't tie it, you didn't separate it, but you also didn't tie it together. So it's all basically the way you found it. Kasher. That's okay. It's b'diavad. It's kasher. Rabbi Yossi says, mitzvat ezov, the mitzvah remember is lechatchila, shlosha klachim, okay, you have 3 klachim, ubehem shlosha givolim, and in it is 3 givolim, ushiarav shnaim, its remnants are 2, v'gardumav kol shehu. Gardumav, we're going to see what those things mean. What's the machloket between we see, if you see mitzvat ezov is of the Tanakama, and mitzvat ezov here of Rabbi Yossi seem to be the same. So what's the machloka between the 2? Says the Bartender. Rabbi Yossi machmir tzvei mitanakama. Rabbi Yossi is more machmir, more stringent than the Tanakama. The Rabbi Yossi tchilato shnayim pasul. Rabbi Yossi says if you only start with 2, it's pasul. Tanakama tchilato shnayim kasher. Tanakama, if you start with only 2 instead of 3, it's the kasher. Ve'enu pasul ad sheyeh tchilato k'shiyarav echad. According to the Tanakama, mitzvah ezov is 3, but it's only pasul if you have 1. If you have 2, it's still kasher. Rabbi Yossi says no, mitzvah is 3, and you have to have 3, and if you only have 2, it's not enough. Okay, udeka'amar Tanakama mitzvah ezov shlosha klachim. When the Tanakama says you have to have 3, the mitzvah be'alma lo la'akev. That's only a mitzvah, not b'diavad. I mean, the Tanakama says if you started with 2, it's okay. Rabbi Yossi says it's not okay. The gardumav kosher. What are shiarav and gardumav? Okay, shiarav and gardumav trei million inu. Shiarav, the remnants, gardumav. The word gardom is like an interesting word. Let's look it up. A stump or stripped, Parah, stripped, stumped stalks of hyssops. That's hard to say. Some stalk of hyssop. Okay, it's stump, whatever's left. Okay, shiaravu havu shiarea shlosha klachim. Shiarav is whatever left. Remember, you're sprinkling. So you sprinkle, take sprinkle. So whatever's left. Hainu shnei klachim, 2 stalks. Gardumav, and the gardum is hu agivol asmo, the stalk itself. The igardum v'nishbar, it's stripped and it's broken. V'nishtayar mimenu kol shu. So the shiarav are shnaim when you're sprinkling and like 1 falls off, and gardumav is like the actual thing. Kol shu, if the stump is left, the guy is still sprinkling. As long as any amount is still left, you're still good. Bidi avad. We'll stop here. Dedicate our learning to memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a great day.